Hello, my angels and devils, and all who may wonder here. It is Amanda Christina, and this is my Love Day mail, or Valentine's mail, for my friends. I already have one somewhat packaged up, but I made a whole heap of different things, so I'm just putting them in these cute Rock the Dots bags. I'm leaving them plain because, as you know, if you're a crafter, everybody loves a paper bag and they can do a lot with them. So if I leave them plain, they can just decorate them how they want. So let's see what I made for these baggies. Okay. So the first thing I did is made some just simple tags. These are just die cut from the Place We Shall Not Name's stitched dies, just out of some leftover cardstock. And it says, "This is all I could afford," which, as you know, is currently one of my favourite dies. And I just cut that out of some Valentine's paper, the Sugar and Spice Valentine's pad that was $12 at Spotlight, which I did not haul. I'm sorry. I've been so slack at the hauling. And then we have these. Now, these flowers I got again from the Place That We Shall Not Name. Although I have seen people naming that place lately. So basically I did everything in lots of 10, even though I only need 6 or 7 lots, just to have a few extra packages ready. All I've done is cut up the card sleeves and just pop these in. So there's 2 different sizes of flowers, and they're white, which means that you can mist them or do whatever you want with. So everyone gets 2 packets of flowers. So let me quickly put the small ones back in the... Oh, actually, it probably should be the big ones, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, so we'll put all the small ones back in the container as a... This is what we're putting in. Then we have the big ones. And that's a small packet. So we just pop them to one side. There's another small packet. Another small packet. I've got more small packets than big packets. I may have gotten a little confused somewhere. Anyway, so we have those. Then we have these really adorable, and I've used a couple in other things, so I'm probably a couple short, but that's okay. I'm sure if someone gets happy mail with one or something else missing, it won't matter. These really adorable little handmade ones. Now, I did this using my scoreboard. I didn't actually do these using... I do have it somewhere, the Tim Holtz die, but I sat there and just did these on the scoreboard one afternoon, and then I bought them in here. And one of the other things I did buy was a fine tip glue gun, which I have learned for doing rosettes is kind of a must, is having a glue gun. It really makes a difference. So these are my little rosettes that I made, and these are just hearts that I had die cut some time ago, and the white ones I just ombre'd with a little picked raspberry. So we've got those. What else is in here? Okay. The next thing we have, is these little packs, which if you saw my haul from Miri Bluebeard, you saw me get these stickers. So there are the stickers, and then there are just washi samples done up on a little heart. It's not much washi samples, and some of the raffia that I got from Spotlight for $1. I wish I had bought more because it is really good, and I cannot wait to find my little... I have a little flower string sort of flower, so there's those. And all I've done for the toppers is literally just chop up pieces of the Sugar and Spice Valentine's collection and used them to top and folded them in half. Super simple, super easy. Now, I will confess, I broke out my fuse tool. I'm sorry. I promised I would do it on camera. I just wanted to get these done, and I didn't think about it at the time. So these are my little pockets. As you can see, there are. This is a sequin mix I made. My friend Jojo had sent me a big bag of silver, and there was some red and hot pink in one of the packs she sent me. Then I went through my personal ones and added some clear and some pink and there's two different types of pinks. There's the flat pink, and then there's like a little teeny tiny sort of light pink. So as you can see, that one sort of popped open a bit, so I just did that. But I literally only just sort of made the pockets. I didn't do anything else. So we will have a play with my fuse tool. It worked really well. These are just the cheap pockets, and it worked really well. So there are those. I die cut out. I went through and had a look in my mini albums dies. There was going to be some other mini albums, but I can't find where one of my plates is. So there is this mini album that they can then, I left it blank. I didn't add paper because I thought, you know what, they might want to use it for Easter, they might want to use it for something else, but this is a lifestyle crafts die. There was a 3-pack of just different albums you got, and it was a Christmas gift box, so there are those. We're not even done yet. We're nowhere near done yet. We still have a whole other bag. Then we have these absolutely gorgeous little envelopes. Now, I made these on my regular, yes, regular We Are Memory Keepers envelope making tool. If you'd like a tutorial on how I made envelopes this tiny on it, I'm happy to do so, but this is the smallest envelope I've learned how to make on it. So there's some packs of envelopes. There seems to be... there might be a packet missing, but that's okay. So that's all that. Then we move on to the other stuff. We move on to, I promised in another video I would show you what was in these, which I probably haven't uploaded yet, and this will probably go up first. But basically these are little books inspired by Wendy Mason. This is a lifestyle crafts die. I've had this for years, but I thought how cute would it be to turn it into like a little matchbook notebook, but what I've done is cut up paper from the Sugar and Spice range, so you can either write on the paper or fold it down and write on the blank side, and then you can just tear it out. And it's upside down because of just where that was. That was the simple thing for that. And I just left it simple on the front because I was going to add extra, and then I thought if you have to open and close it and there's extra stuff there, it can make it a little more difficult. So there is a whole heap of these in light and dark pink, or I think there's more dark pinks of those. I feel like I'm missing some of those. Oh, I used some in pocket letters, and the same with that, so that would explain why. Okay. Let's see if I can get my tea pockets out. Here's another one. Yeah, I thought there should be a little bit more of those. Okay. So now we have the tea pockets I made. I watched a whole heap of videos where people basically scored paper so that these would stand up. I didn't want them to stand up. I literally just sat there and folded these by hand, which is why none of them are exactly the same. Just using a 6x6 piece of paper, I cut up some of the Sugar and Spice range. I think that's from the American Crafts Valentine's Day. Oh, one of the teas fallen out of that, or I might have stolen one of the teas out of that. I know a couple of people I am sending these to do not drink tea, so I put them into my pocket letters. I didn't think that would matter because I know Melinda doesn't doesn't drink tea, so it's a waste to send it to her. Then we have two more things, two more little sort of packages I made up. As you can see, I was having a lot of fun making these little packages, and if there are extras, it will not go to waste. So Melinda was so lovely and sent me a heap of tickets, and I thought it would be they're a really nice shareable thing, so I have just packaged up some of the tickets into little bag, into these, and they've been cut down just a little, and that I just thought that would be a nice little extra into the Valentine stuff. This is from my one of my spotlight things. Is I went a little nuts on some stationery, although I wish I had bought more of the heart paper clips. I don't have a lot of shaped paper clips, but this has, oh yeah, so you get 2 heart-shaped paper clips because there was only like 20 in a packet, so I used pretty much a whole packet for these. 3 just normal size because it felt a bit stingy, and 1 bulldog clip, and I just did that in various colours, and that is everything that's going into my Valentine's mail. Yeah, so that is it. What do you think? Would you like to get happy Love Day mail from me? So basically what I've been doing, and the reason they are like this is because I can pop this in the post in a regular envelope within Australia for like $1. It's a bit sneaky, but it is doable. So I just, yeah, so I'm just basically packaging these up. They get one of everything. What did I do? Stationery. Flowers. Yeah, so you basically just go around and put one of everything in, and then I'm going to pop them in my big envelopes, which are these envelopes, which I got from Craft Online for anyone who's interested. They're usually about $5 a pack of 50, so these are really handy. I have a glut of them. So yeah, so would you be happy to get Valentine's mail off me, even if it's going to be late, because it is going to be late? I will talk to you all soon, my angels and devils. I hope you enjoyed this little project share, and I will talk to you soon. Remember, as always, you are amazing, you are incredible, but most importantly of all, you truly, truly do matter. Bye!